Well, everyone, talk to us again. Hey, guess where I'm at?
I'm at the old Shoo-Fly location. Remember where you used to have that temporary track that went around the main line? Well, that was right here. That was a few years ago. They replaced a railroad crossing that stood right there. Used to be a level at-grade crossing right there. They replaced that with this overpass right here. It's wide enough to put several more tracks on it if they ever need to. This is where the old Shoo-Fly was at. I've got several requests to go back there and show what this area looks like. Then there was another railroad crossing way down that way, about a third of a mile down, where you can see those yellow flags sticking up, or orange flags. Used to be a railroad crossing right there. That one's permanently gone also. That's the crossing that I filmed the truck actually hitting the gate, and the railroad crossing gate kept on going up and down, and the train came through and hit the gate. Remember that? Well, here I am at the old Shoo-Fly location. Things have changed quite a bit. Look how wide this bridge is. There's enough room here to put a whole railroad yard in. Look at that. And there's an industrial spur right there. It goes off to the left. They put a new crossing in for that also. The track was slightly moved, just a little bit. Put new track down. There's 2 customers on that little spur. All right, here comes the train. Took 2 hours for this one. Thought they were going to be busier today. They're booking 28C. Man, that train was booking. What was the hurry? I mean, they were flying. Holy cow. Can't even see them, they're already out of sight. Wow, that was a good one. I'm not sure what that second locomotive was. I gotta look back at that. Something special there. Anyways, thanks for watching. See what else we can get into. All right, in case you want to have a reminder of what the Shoo-Fly track used to look like, here's a train using it a few years ago. Here we go. Here's on top of the bridge, looking across it where the tracks will go. The temporary track, also known as Shoo-Fly, is right over here. You can see it right there. When they're done, the tracks go right back here, right where I'm standing. This is where the track will be.
What a huge job. Wow. Okay, there's your really good shot of it. That's the brand new bridge right there. The road goes underneath of it. That's where you'll be going through right there. The road's gonna go underneath of it. And right now the temporary Shoo-Fly is right here. So they still got a lot more dirt to dig out before you get the road in underneath of this. Still a lot more work to be done here. You can see where the old track used to be, right there. They'll be putting the track right back in the same place when they're done. And here's your Shoo-Fly right here. Temporary track goes around the construction zone, a Shoo-Fly. A lot of people keep asking what that is. Wow, look at this. Here comes the train, we got lucky. Okay, there they go. Wow, that was really cool. They were hauling butt around this little Shoo-Fly right here. You can see where the Shoo-Fly starts, in my video, where the locomotives start curving around. That's really cool, very unique. You don't see this very much. And I kind of picked a bad day. The weather showed that it was going to be sunny and in the low 90s today. But I get here and it's raining. So I'm going to have to get back to the truck before I get hit by lightning or something. You never know. On the way over here, I did see a telephone pole get hit by lightning. That's the second time I've seen that happen this year. So that was pretty cool. And there's the project going on right there. All right, once again, here is the right-of-way where the track used to be and will be put back. In the background is the Shoo-Fly, temporary track. Another look at where the crossing used to be, right here. It's all taken out now. And then down that way, that's where the new bridge is being built, right there. I think I've pretty much shown everything. Ah, but wait, there's more! Of course there always is. Found something else kind of interesting here. Right there. Look at that. Survey marker for the right-of-way. It says Kentucky right-of-way. This is where the old road crossed, right here. Richwood Road crossed the railroad tracks right there. So you can see where the road used to go through. So the new road is being moved over just a little bit. And it goes under the railroad tracks right over there. Right there is where the new road's going to go under the railroad tracks. There's the old crossing. Several people have been killed at that crossing. There's some little memorial crosses that are set up for them. And you can see the Shoo-Fly way over there in the distance. And then the regular right-of-way here in the foreground where the track will be put back when they're done. This is the very south end of where the Shoo-Fly starts, right here. You can see where they cut the main line and then ran the Shoo-Fly track out around the construction zone along Route 25, Dixie Highway. And right here is the construction zone. This is the brand new overpass bridge for the railroad right here. I'm actually standing right on the right-of-way where the new track will go. As soon as they get this done, trains will be running right where I'm at right here. And this track right here in front of me goes to a couple customers. This spur runs around the curve right there. It's got a pretty steep slope to it. Got a customer right there on your left, and there's another one back behind it. There's where the old spur used to go through, right there. There was a railroad crossing right there, and it's gone. There's a couple rails still left, but so you can tell where the old railroad crossing was. Went right around through there. Very interesting. Ah, but wait, there's more! Of course there always is. Guess what? We got another train coming. Got a northbounder this time. The other Norfolk Southern that I filmed was a southbounder. So here we go. They're way down there. I heard them on the scanner. I heard them at milepost 20.0 on the defect detector. There's also a defect detector on the other side of me at 14.2. So I'm right in between two of the defect detectors. That comes in really handy. So you can hear the defect detectors, you can hear them calling out the signals, or you can also use the end of train device, 452.9375. You can use all three of those to know when a train's coming. You get really good advance warning too. Here they come. It's gonna be a fast one. they go, around the Shoo-Fly. Headed to Cincinnati. Come from Chattanooga, Tennessee and going to Cincinnati.
All right, here's where the old railroad crossing used to be. The one where I filmed the truck hitting the gate and bending it, and then the train coming through and hitting the gate and whipping it back. Remember that video? I filmed it right here. That railroad track crossing is long gone. No parking in the cul-de-sac. Alrighty. Here's another railroad crossing, it's brand new. This one was replaced. It was just maybe 30 feet farther over that way. So they took out this line here, this spur, rebuilt it, and the curve is just slightly different. So it was just moved over just a little bit. There's 2 customers on the spur. Richwood, Kentucky. Here's the other side of that railroad crossing that was abandoned. I'm not sure what they're doing there right now. Hey, I'm going to change locations to get another train somewhere else, so here we go. All right, here we go. DPU, I see you. ×2. How you do? Man, that train was booking. What was the hurry? What is going on? Where they gotta be? That train was just flying. I could feel the ground shaking. Man, that was a good one. I changed cameras for this one too. I don't know if you can tell. So I used my other camera.
Well, that was pretty cool. Thanks for watching.
But wait, there's more.
All right, here we go. CSX train coming underneath Norfolk Southern, southbound. Let's see what we got. I-141. Well, that's all you can see until they get those weeds out of there. You get that stuff out. Oh. All right, that was a cool one. Thanks for watching. That was really awesome.
CSX equipment defect detector. Milepost 89er.0. No defect. No defect. Total axle 19er 2. Train length 426. End of transmission. I-141.
There you go. That was the defect detector and the train acknowledging that they heard it.
But wait, there's more. There always is. Here we go.
All right, here we go. Got a southbound coming. Gonna come across the bridge. Look at this. Great shot here. That was a Daily Steel Coals train. They had a few cars tacked on the back too. I haven't seen that train in months. They started running that thing at nighttime, oh, I don't know, close to a year ago. But every once in a while when it's late, you can get it. Yeah, I haven't seen that one in a long time. That was a good one. Thanks for watching. See what else we can get into. But wait, there's more. Here we go. 176 north. Not a very long train, but it was a good one. They were booking, not wasting any time. All right, check this out. We got a southbound train getting ready to go over the bridge right now. It's kind of hard to see because of that tree way on the right, but the train is just now approaching a railroad crossing. It's gonna be cool. Should be booking. All right, there she goes. Another good one. Let's see what else we can get into.